I'll do is, have they shown you the P drive yet?
No.
When you log on to NASPA? Okay, so this is great. So you'll get a little bit of training, and you'll just have to make sure that you get access to this when you have a chance. So when you log into NASPA, presumably or hopefully you'll be logging in with a NASPA account,
Yeah.
and this will give you access to our public drive, or the P drive. Now, what I'm going to show, the way I'm going to show you how to access the P drive might be a little bit different than what you might see because I work remotely. So I'm accessing this remotely, but you should be able to access, once you get the P drive, see the same exact folders.
Okay.
So just a heads up on that one. So let me start by getting this on the P drive. So this is the P drive, if you can see this.
Yep.
And there's a number of folders that you can get in here. So the place that this document that you're going to be working on lives in, the first folder it's in is the general and administrative folder. And once you click into the general and administrative folder, there is a folder called Data Integration Team Project. And that's where this spreadsheet lives right here. And it's the master list. This is the spreadsheet that you're going to be working off of.
Okay.
And so the reason that instead of just sending this to you, I'm just going to probably ask that when you are working on this project that you open it from the public drive, from the P drive, and then save it back in there again. So that way we don't have multiple copies that are being saved. It's just one of them.
All right.
And so when, let me go ahead and open up the folder or the Excel document, and let me go ahead and share the Excel document. So the document itself has multiple tabs, but the tab that you're going to be working under is the first one. I believe it's the first one. Let me just double check. Yeah, so the tab you're going to be working under is the first tab, which says Members FY 1819 Full List. And what you want to do is you want to, each time you open this up, when you save it, under region, which is under column K, go ahead and you should be able to filter it, as you can see right here, and unselect everything and only select the ones that have 0 and NA right next to them. And
Okay.
these are the people that I'm going to need you to look up in Nimble to find out what region they're in. So we have seven,
Right.
technically 9 regions that they could be in. It could be anywhere from region 1 through region 6. And then our 2 international regions are LAC and MENASA, MENASA. So you'll see those listed over here when you go back to filter again. And so those are the names of all of the regions that we have at NASPA. For whatever reason, these people right here, so Abby Harden does not have a region assigned to her in the spreadsheet, which means she probably doesn't have a region assigned to her in our database either. So this is sort of a twofold project. So what you're going to need to do is, the first thing you'll have to do is once you sort of figure everything out and filter it so you know who you're working with. Oh no. So what we want to do is we want to go into Nimble. Let me pull Nimble up right here. So Nimble is our database if they haven't already shared that with you. And Nimble is where all of the interns and work study students should have access to it. It looks like this.
Yeah. I was shown this, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so this is Nimble. And this is where you're going to look up where people are. And you're going to make changes both in Nimble and on the spreadsheet. Okay. So the first person that I was looking at was Abby Harden. And you can always just sort of Control-C and just copy her up there. And it should, it's like thinking right now, it should, oftentimes it'll just populate right here, just like this. So you can see Abby Harden is in there. But if you were just looking people up by like a pretty common name, like let's say Abigail, you can see multiple people pop up.
Okay.
So when you're looking up Abby, what you want to look for is their account, because 2 things are going to show up with the same name. It's their account and their contact. The area that you want to look at that you're also going to edit is going to be their account. So when you click on Abby's account, you're going to be able to see quite a number of things about Abby. And the reason that she does not have a global area assignment, which is in this little space right here, is because she also does not have a school that she is presumably working at. And so a number of ways to find this is, the first thing I do is I scroll all the way down and I try to see where her email address is.
Yeah.
And so then you could just like do a Google search, blackburn.edu. I'm assuming there's a college or university that's like Blackburn College or maybe Blackburn University. So let's just go, you have to kind of do a little bit of a Google search there. And I apologize that this is taking so slow.
It's fine.
So Blackburn College is probably where Abby Harden is at. I would just do a quick search to make sure that this is the right place. And so again, search for this person's name. You can also look on their website if they have like a faculty and staff directory. That's also a really good place to start looking, just to make sure. So just make sure that you are looking and just double checking that this is where they are at. And so while that is working, what you would do then is, if that is the case, and you can also look here as well, the address is in Carlinville, Illinois. You can also see where is Blackburn located, and it's in Carlinville, Illinois. So this is probably where Abby Harden works, right? So just make an educated guess on that. So the first thing you need to do is up here where it says primary affiliation, you'll see this little pencil right here, and you double click on that. And what it's going to do is going to allow you to search for Blackburn College. And there it is. So we want to add Blackburn College and click Save. And you'll see immediately the region right underneath was automatically populated.
Okay.
So then you want to then go into the spreadsheet that you were working on, find Abby, and then just tab on over to where it says region and just type in region 4 East, because that is what, that's the region that was in Nimble that we just looked at. So region 4 East on the spreadsheet, and click Save, and you're done. And then this is what you're gonna do until we can get all of the ones that are zeros or NAs to have a region assigned to them on the spreadsheet, and also in Nimble. So it's pretty straightforward project. If you do run into anything like you are looking for a college, for example, and that college doesn't exist in Nimble, you can skip that and just make note of it. So that way, like at the end of the day, before you leave, just if you wouldn't mind just sending me a message here on Glip, or like send me an email and say like, Jordana, I tried finding this person's college, but the college doesn't exist in Nimble when I did the search. So that way, what I can do is I can go ahead and create an account for that college, and then I'll take care of that specific person.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
So do you have any questions?
Not really. This seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I'll get straight to it.
Awesome. I will send you, I'll email you a copy of this recording here shortly, so you can just look at it for reference if you have any questions, and then you can always just Glip me.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.